It's Boxing Bros UK. This is the boxing riffing news, volume one, where we're just going to talk about. We're just going to riff off each other, talk about a few boxing topics that's going on this week. And this is my co-host Andrew, the Boxing Brain.
Hi Chris. Hi guys.
All good. Sounds all good. Right.
Yeah.
First thing I want to talk about. It's not really a big. Not a really big talking point. I've not really heard many channels talking about it, but you got Jack Catterall having a Twitter beef with Arnold Barboso Jr. So Arnold Barboso, he's 32. He fought on the Haney Garcia undercards. He's okay. He's an okay fighter. He's undefeated. He's nothing special, but he is the mandatory for the WBO 140-pound title. And basically, he sent Jack Catterall sent a contract to him through Eddie Hearn, and then he's refused it. Said he wants more money. Then Jack Catterall's gone. Yeah. You're not worth that much money. You're ducking. And then he's saying no. This is called negotiation. The only thing about this is, like, it's not really entertaining because they're not really saying anything funny, and they're just bitching like little school kids on Twitter, and I don't think that's how you make a fight. I hate people who try and do that on Twitter, like start airing all the business out. Just get the promoters to sort it out between each other, and do that, you know. But I think I know why.
I was hoping that I was just going to sort of add in there. I was hoping, and I don't. Maybe they want to keep Jack nice and active, but obviously Pitbull Cruz is on the Terence Crawford card in what's that? Is it in August? Is it August, that card?
Yeah, that's in August. That is, yeah. Either August or July, but I think it's August.
I wanted to maybe see him go for a kind of Matthias or a Cruz or something like that, because I think he's ready, but I don't think they're available. So I think they want to obviously keep him active, get him back out in midsummer, you know, if not before. And this is the one they've gone for, Barboso. But all a little bit silliness.
If you look at it. Yeah, like they're like kids. Like he's like, well, I'm just negotiating. I'm not ducking. And he's like, well, we've sent you the contract. And it's just like, but I think, do you know what I think it is? I think it's a bit of like Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya hate each other, so it's really going to be a hard fight for them to make. Because Oscar De La Hoya is going to be trying.
Oh my God!
He's going to try and make have Eddie Hearn off and make him pay more money than that guy's worth. I believe anyway, because he don't like Eddie Hearn. So I think, but if you look at all the mandatory spots, all the number one contenders, he's the easiest one for Jack Catterall to fight. Like out of all of them there, I think that's the best one that he can fight. You know, for like a nice tune-up fight before he goes in with a Cruz to try and like unify or whatever, go for a title. So yeah, but I just wish they just.
No, go on, mate.
Yeah, so I just wish they'd just keep it in the offices and just let Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya sort it out between themselves over the phone or whatever they do.
Yeah. Well, I might have to be careful with that, because if they get them in a room together, you know, De La Hoya might want to start dressing in his missus' outfits and stuff. You know?
Yeah, with a fishnet high heels on and
you
all
know
that.
What he's like? He's a bit fruity.
Yeah, bloody hell. Jeez.
Oh God, I can see another short coming on here. What me posting it on the Instagram and yeah. Well, no, I think that'd be good. Yeah, I think actually when you think about it, for Jack Catterall, I mean, he's obviously just come out of a grueling fight with Josh Taylor. One of probably the easiest of the mandatories, and will be a nice little keep him nice and sharp going into a potential title fight. Or so, yeah, not a bad one if they can get it over the line, but it doesn't sound like
yeah, and it just sounds like
Barbosos is
his game.
playing.
He don't want it. It doesn't
ball.
sound like to me. So yeah, but if he can't get this fight,
no, I mean I read the sort of.
It's not all that, is it? Their trash talk isn't the best. But if he can't get this fight, what I don't want Catterall to do is do what he did with the Josh Taylor fight and just keep going for the same fight and wasting all his time being inactive, trying to get one fight. If this can't get made, just move on and fight someone else. Stay active.
Yeah, don't be one-minded. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Right, any other topics? Let it go. Let's go.
Well, one I wanted to mention, if you saw this, like Manny Pacquiao, he's got an exhibition fight with this Japanese fighter called Suzuki. I think that's all been confirmed. And he's considering, apparently, and there's according to a few sources here, that he at 45 years of age is considering going for I think it's the WBC, first belt he ever got, I believe. And he likes the idea of maybe finishing his career completely and maybe trying to win that at 45, which I don't know if you've seen this, Chris, or what you make of it. Have you heard anything about this?
No, who's it? What, 147?
Yeah,
Weight?
At welterweight.
What, he's going to fight?
Yeah.
He's going to fight Terence Crawford, is he?
Potentially.
Oh, no. I don't know if it's...
I think it's the Yeah, go on.
I didn't hear what he said.
Hello. It's gone quiet.
All right, yeah. So if Terence Crawford's a WBC 147 champion right now.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he's moving up to 154 to challenge for the WBO at 154, and then maybe fighting Canelo. And if he's not fighting Canelo, he's going to be unifying all the other. But he hasn't vacated the title yet.
Was Mario Barrios? You know Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Who's the unless I've bloody wrote this down wrong. Is he the world champ? Barrios.
What weight class?
I think he must be. Was it? Oh, I need to double check. This actually. Have a look on the. I can't remember. Maybe I have to double check it.
Yeah, we'll have a double check.
Yeah.
But I know, obviously, Terence Crawford is undisputed, and the only title he vacated. Oh no! Do you know what? He has vacated the titles because Boots Ennis got elevated to one of the belts. Yeah. But anyway, who's Pacquiao going to fight? And I think Ennis is fighting Barrios for that title. So, I think if I was Manny Pacquiao, you don't want to fight Boots Ennis.
Yeah. Well, this is what I kind of read up on, and it was only like a brief little bit. Yeah. And he was basically saying that after this exhibition fight, his team are trying to get him in with Mario Barrios for this potential vacant title, and it'll be he likes the idea of it kind of rounding his career off. I mean, whether he can do it at 45, I don't know.
The thing is, it's Manny Pacquiao, isn't it? Like I wouldn't write him off at 45. You know, I do think sometimes they've always got one more good performance in them. Like around that age, you know, they might be able to pull off one good shot. Because like you look at George Foreman.
Yeah.
See, when he beat Michael Moore, is it Michael Moore?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like 45. Like then after he won that title, he took easy matches after that and just like kind of like held the belt hostage. And but fair play, you know, because he like one good performance at his age, come back. That means he's been champion like 2 different eras. Really, really, really good. But I don't think like he can do it once, but I don't think he's gonna have like longevity. So I reckon he could probably do it once. I'd like to back him. And yeah.
You never know.
But
You
just
never
not
know.
against no killers. No, Barrios, yeah. Boots Ennis, no.
Boots Ennis, forget it. No,
yeah.
no.
If Boots Ennis has got the title, just forget it, mate. Just forget it and just go but fight for the Philippines belt. The champion of Asia or something. No. But
it would be a fairy tale ending for him, wouldn't it? It would be if he manages to kind of bow out with that. That would be quite a nice way for a legend to kind of sail off into the sunset. You know,
I love Manny Pacquiao. I wish he would have retired after he beat Keith Thurman, because you know everyone thought you know, and I remember watching that fight. I thought that because I thought he was going to lose. I did think because Keith Thurman was in his prime. He was a unified champ. He beat Porter. Yeah. He beat Danny Garcia. You know, he was on a roll. He was like going to be the new thing. And then Pacquiao just old manned him in there, didn't he? Straight away, round 2, bang, quick flash knockdown, and he just old manned him there, just beat him, but then he pushed his luck a little bit too long, and he went and fought that Cuban guy and got himself beat, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. But I think this is what happens, though, isn't it? It must be so difficult. I think you get this with sportsmen, and you see it in boxing all the time, where they just sort of cling on for that little bit too long. You know, like Derek Chisora, for example, where it's like, just. But it's one of them. Please yeah.
This is go away with you, but it's time to turn it in, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll go away and sort of read up on that a little bit more, because it was a kind of fleeting bit of information, and I kind of weren't sure what out. I sort of wanted to chuck that one in now, but we'll see what comes of that.
We've got we've got another a YouTube fight in the making, I believe. I can't believe it though, but what's his face? The guy that does star jumps. What's he called? KSI, yeah, him. Forget his bloody name.
KSI.
The guy that stands in the ring doing star jumps. he stands in the ring doing star jumps, and then he does a 1-2 and then holds you. Like, I don't know. It's a weird kind of boxing style.
Yeah.
Him and Amir Khan. Have you heard about this?
Oh God, yeah. I saw a little bit of this. I'm like, seriously? Like, what's all this about?
No. So, like, Amir Khan, what are you doing, mate? That's what I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Oh, how much? What's the possibility of this happening?
I think very, very likely, to be honest.
Wow.
Because you don't know. Maybe the money that's on the table is going to be quite a lot. I mean, Amir Khan's retired. He can't really make a comeback because obviously his last fight he popped dirty, didn't he?
Yeah.
And obviously this YouTube boxing. Yeah. YouTube boxing, the testing's not as stringent. It's not strict as like professional boxing, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just because obviously where he retired, they couldn't ban him, could they? So you can't, if he tries to make a comeback in actual boxing, they're going to be like, well, we need to look into, investigate you and all that kind of crap. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but I imagine that's why. So
all this crossover stuff that we're venturing into, and on one hand, I like it because it brings more eyes to the sport and it brings more casuals over. But all this kind of like massive YouTubers fighting these washed up, you know, boxers, you know, sort of obviously Mike Tyson coming out of retirement, you know, that whole thing, Amir Khan, some of these MMA. I don't know. I sort of find it all a little bit unsavoury, to be honest. But
Yeah,
you know,
especially I like watching celebrities fighting celebrities. Like, so when you got the basketball players fighting the YouTubers, you know, like that because that's what they're both on an even keel. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, but with Jake Paul fighting these MMA guys, I think that's a bit. It's all right. Do it maybe once or twice, but you've had fight. You've been boxing training for about 5 years now. Like fight real boxers. Oh yeah, you fought a real boxer, a shit real boxer in Tommy Fury, who's absolutely a waste of shit, and you didn't even win.
Yeah.
So he needs to, like, you know, just
Fury,
take it serious.
Tommy Fury might win a Northern Area title if he's lucky. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he is terrible. But to me, I class Tommy Fury as a YouTuber now because he's not. How many fighters has he had professional? He's had about 6 professional fights or something like that. And then then he's just fought Jake Paul.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Paul, KSI. Like the people that Tommy Fury fought, KSI, Jake Paul, they could beat them journeymen themselves.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
They're all at that kind of level.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a bit of
need to do them kind of fights.
It's kind of where we're at. Or you know, like a YouTuber versus YouTuber. Like, I don't know, like True Geordie against another big YouTuber or something like that. Like, that would be, I'd want to see that. That would be interesting.
That'll be fun. But but KSI versus Amir Khan, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, who was David Hayes' friend? And he got knocked out by was it Jake? Did he fight Jake Paul or Logan Paul? And he's an actual professional boxer. So David Hayes got a mate, who's like a rich, billionaire guy, and he tried to be a boxer. He was never really any good, and he fought either Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I can't remember his bloody name. And I think one of them YouTuber guys I think it was Logan Paul, ended up knocking him out with an elbow or something. But like you say, these like they're fighting these
was that like? Wasn't he like Fontuna or whatever? It began with an F, didn't it? Was it him?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
I think it was KSI. Like, he threw a really short right hook, and then sort of led with the elbow after.
Yeah, was it KSI that knocked him out?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
But like, come on, like let's fight some other people. More 50-50 fights, you know?
Yeah.
And if you watch these YouTubers, they're just terrible. Like KSI, I can't stand his style when he's standing there doing them star jumps, and like it, and they're like, but it's like because when he throws that jab, because he's not standing in the right fighting stance, he can't generate any power in it. Like, no, when you come near him, he just hugs you. It's just,
I know.
It's that style. Whoever his coach is, it is terrible.
It's like self-preservation. It's like a sort of like self-preservation sort of style. Like, I don't really know. I know, but this is obviously when you've kind of fairly new to boxing, and I don't think he sacrifices, but he's got his music going on and his channel and all the rest of it. I suppose he is a good athlete, but that's what you're going to get, unfortunately.
That's what.
I don't know if you saw Ryan Garcia was in the news again. He was vandalising the Beverly Hills Hotel, apparently, and he got arrested. I don't know if you saw this. Ryan G up to again. Ryan Garcia strikes again.
He's absolutely lost. He's lost the plot. Absolutely lost the plot. Ryan Garcia going nuts again.
They had. I read the article, and his team was sort of saying, "Oh, he's under emotional duress, and because of the second sample, obviously that was found to be positive, and there's a potential suspension." and obviously, you know, null and void the fight, right? So I understand to a degree he's probably heads all over the place, but this is self-inflicted. This is self. How much sympathy, Chris, can you have? Like, I want to like this kid, right? He's a talented guy, but my sympathy's starting to wear thin a little bit here.
Yeah, like sometimes you just got to take it on the chin. You've told everyone you didn't know the drugs was in the pre-workout or the supplement you was taking. So we're not. Yeah. So we can kind of say you didn't do it on purpose, but the shit was in your system regardless. So you got to take the punishment, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And let's be more careful next time. You can't go around graffitiing, going on Twitter, saying I'm on steroids, go acting like a clown, thinking it's funny, and then start crying when people aren't believing you. He's one
of these you can see, like we saw this with Adrian Broner a little bit, you know, maybe we'll touch on him before we end the video. Like Adrian Broner, didn't he, the highlight when he lost to thingamajig, and then he started to get arrested. He was getting arrested. I think did he do a bit of prison time as well? I think perhaps.
Yeah,
and you kind of sort of look at,
the thing is that
and you look at Garcia, and I'm thinking,
don't do it. Don't waste your talent. Try and stay focused. You know.
Because he's such a talented guy. Like he could really do bits in boxing. You know, he's still only 25, and I've got this feeling that he might be going down a bit of a dark path, and it could go from bad to worse. I mean, I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, but it just seems like he's not able to manage. He seems to, when he gets emotional and stressed, he doesn't seem to be able to manage it very well. And he goes in all sorts of dark places, and
that's it. He can't control his mouth and what he says, and because the thing is, when you pop dirty, you need to close your mouth, and like, because if you start saying things and start pissing off the testing organization, saying that they fucked up and the samples got contaminated, you're trying to blame them, saying that they're not doing their job properly. You think that they're going to go easy on you when it comes to your punishment, when you're saying that they're incompetent. Like, when these things, you got to close your mouth, like, and just be quiet, and just, you know, and just hope they deal with you fairly, and that's it. And when you're running around saying they're incompetent, this has happened, that's happened, people are getting bribed.
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn's sneaking in. Eddie Hearn's bribing people to contaminate your sample and all that shit. It's just talk, because it was Tank Davis.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like Tank Davis, he's an exceptional fighter. He's got a fight coming up, but I don't think anyone even gives a shit about it against someone called Frank Martin. Like, no one cares. He never fights anyone any good. He's not, the only person Tank Davis has fought who's been any good is Ryan Garcia, and that is it. He's never fought anybody worth a wank in his whole career.
And there was a rehydration clause with that fight, as we know as well, which obviously went in his favour. So
exactly. And he's like, he's a brilliant boxer, but he's thick as two short planks. He's thick as pig shit. Like, he's trying to say that the reason why Ryan Garcia popped dirty is it's all Eddie Hearn's fault. Why he failed a drug test.
Well, how is it Eddie Hearn don't even represent him?
Exactly. No, because he represents Devin Haney. And he says, you see the treatment that Conor Benn got, and how Eddie Hearn stuck up for Conor Benn, and then now, and it's just like, what's that got to do with Ryan Garcia when he don't represent, like, things that he comes out with, he just talks absolute bollocks. And and he's got a fight coming up. Like, no one cares. Like, and he's just like, he's just wasting his career. He is wasting it, and he's falling out with Floyd Mayweather because he was talking shit about Floyd, and he's just he's just wasting his career. Sad. But did you watch the Broner fight? He needs to
Yeah,
step
what,
up.
against
Like
Cobbs?
before he retires.
It's old Cobbs.
Oh
Cobbsy.
yeah, Cobbs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he, you know, he'd
It
only
was
had
bad,
about,
wasn't it?
what do you have, 10, 12 fights, something like that. Did he have Cobbs? What's he? I think I've looked on there. Yeah, not overly experienced. Not, I don't. Yeah, oh dear, it wasn't. Yeah, but Broner come out again, didn't he, saying that? Oh, you know, it was rigged.
Excuses. This is another. Yeah. So apparently, Adrian Broner
He loved.
broke his hand, hurt his shoulder, hurt his elbow. The water was poisoned, or whatever. Like, and he's going to be coming making a comeback. Like, just AB, just leave it alone. I used to Adrian Broner. I'm about billions. It used to be funny, like, and then after the Maidana fight, the thing about Adrian Broner is he hasn't been good since the Maidana fight. After the Maidana fight.
Yeah, Maidana. I couldn't think of the name. The Maidana. That's when it all went downhill.
Yeah, because but the thing is, like, Maidana, like, he gave him a savage beating and he gave him a humiliation. Because obviously, AB's style, he was like, he was trying to be the next Mayweather. And Maidana just absolutely just battered him. Knocked him down a couple times.
Yeah.
Showboated in his face. Did all kinds of mad stuff. And then he just absolutely destroyed him and he made him look like an idiot. And then after that fight, he went gun shy, didn't he? And then he just went shit and he just started getting arrested, started going out clubbing, started just really getting himself moving in the right circles. And then now he's too old and he's lost his skills and he's getting battered by nobodies.
Yeah, what is he, 34? I think he's 34 now, isn't he? Yeah.
He's too old, man. He's too old.
He's not a fresh 34, though. This is the thing. Like, you could probably add a few years on top of that with what he's been through and how. Because he's another one of these. He's one of these, Broner, and where his sort of talent, his sort of mouth and his antics outshine his talent, don't they? Like, he's just. When I think of Adrian Broner, I just think of I think of the Maidana loss, right? He showed no dignity in defeat. He shows no accountability. He's always bitching on TikTok and getting involved in everyone else's business, right? You know, there's a saying my dad, God rest his soul, used to say, get your own house in order before you start telling other people how to run their house. And he just frustrates because he was a talented guy, but he believed his own hype. And again, I don't know if he didn't have good people around him, because you got to surround yourself with good people, same with Garcia. And it's just another career where you look at, and it's a bit embarrassing, really. Like, he could have been so much more. So much
let
more.
Himself down, because the thing is, what his problem is, he flew through the weight classes, didn't he? I think he was like world champion, and he kept moving up in weight, 5 weight classes in a row, bang, bang, bang. Then he got, and he was just getting so cocky, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the new Floyd, I'm the new Floyd," and he was hanging around with Mayweather, and then he was thinking that it was Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is an arsehole. He says things, but Floyd can back it up. Floyd could back it up, and the thing is, Floyd, he goes out nightclubbing, goes to casinos. He don't drink alcohol. Teetotal. You're going out in casinos getting smashed. And then you think that you can fight still and do that. Because like, even though Floyd was partying, he didn't drink alcohol. He wasn't eating anything. Like, he was training. Like, Floyd would go to nightclubs and then he'd leave the club and he'd jog home, like, with his bodyguards. You know, like, so he was enjoying his life, but he was training still. He was still on point. Broner was trying to be Floyd, but being himself and drinking and not training right and staying up late and not sleeping enough and doing all that. And he just ruined his career. And every win he'd had was always anyone decent was always a hard fight, or he should have lost. And then he'd have a year or two out, then he'd come back and fight nobody. And this time he just pushed his luck too far, boom. And you know it's bad when Don King's your promoter. if the only promoter that's going to touch you is Don King, you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
If Don King's the only guy who's going to look at you.
Do we think that might be the end of Adrian Broner now? Do you think that might be it?
Yeah, definitely. I think he might have one more fight, because Don King's not going to say no to a dollar bill, is he? He'll say, yeah, I think you can do it, son. I'll get someone to fight you. Don't worry about it. You're still good enough. So if Broner wants to fight someone else, he'll have one more fight, and then hopefully the embarrassment will leave him. So I think we should. I think we're gonna finish off now, but look out for our look out for our fight preview and final prediction videos of Riakpo and Billum Smith this Saturday.
Sellers Park. Come on, you Eagles.
You know. All right, guys. Boxing Bros UK. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you very much.